The Rockets also changing it up. Jones comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And, guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
Yeah, you could actually feel the tightness and tenseness with each miss. Hey, I'm actually glad to see they got that first one out of the way.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Boy, it's got to be a relief for him to finally get one to fall. No longer has he been bagel from the field. He can relax a little bit and exhale.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
And, guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in. Here's Livingston. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open. And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
Stolen by Beverly. And it's Houston on the break. And here we go. Here's Ariza. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Harden outside. Kicks it to Moniunas. Ariza with it. Barbosa picks him up. The 17-footer. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. Barbosa's got his first 2 points. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Beverly. It's tipped. Moniunas dishes to Harden. And the shot is good. Harden's got 12.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
From deep. And no good trying to get that one. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Rockets on top, up 11. We've got more in store for you. Well, there's no doubt there's great respect that Harden is showing for Coach Kevin McHale, which is what you need sometimes as a coach. You've got to command that respect from your players.
You know, it's kind of like a honeymoon period. You know, when it's clicking, it's like magic, and you just try to keep it going. But it all comes down to the coach listening, sharing, and taking the players' input seriously. Kevin has that instinct, having been around so many great teams.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Howard is out there with Decker, and it's Lawson in at the 1 spot.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Again, Curry missing.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Barnes kicks to Thompson. Tries it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Houston.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Brandon Rush. He's checked in for Bogut. Thompson comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. The Warriors shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. That cuts the lead to single digits. That's 10 points for Steph Curry. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah, right,
No.
Right. He probably just drawn on as a broadcaster and rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Warriors trail by 9. They double-team Curry. Barbosa passes to Thompson. And stolen by Ariza. And here they go. Puts up the baby hook. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
You know, Clark, the one thing you can say about Ty Lawson is his awareness around the floor. He's just ubiquitous, and his court vision is incredible.
Excellent peripheral vision. He averaged almost 10 assists a game last season. That's the best year of his career thus far.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
And for Ty Lawson, playmaking isn't a concern. He's got that. His shooting accuracy, though, seems to drop every year. In fact, the last 2 years have been the worst of his career.
And so it's Houston with it. 10-point lead. Back to Ariza. Iguodala with the steal. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Howard with it. Picked up by Thompson. from 20 feet out. The Rockets again can't hit.
Yeah, you know, going back to Lawson's declining shooting percentage, really no apparent reason for it. Last year he launched the fewest threes in his past 4 seasons, but he still couldn't find the rhythm, and it really hurt his team down the stretch.
And Leandro Barbosa gets the foul. Some changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Rush. Spates comes in for Jason Thompson. And here's Barbosa to finish the layup. Barbosa's got 6. And a little under 3.5. Ripped away. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Livingston.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Harden inside the three-point line, and that's an air ball. Not even close. And Leandro Barbosa, the bucket on the assist by Iguodala.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Fires from the wing. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the 2nd spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6th going into the final games.
Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Warriors trail by 4. To the middle, deflects the pass, and stolen by Howard. Decker gets to Ariza, and he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Last season for the Rockets, they finished as the number 2 team in the West to the Golden State Warriors. But, you know, gee, they had to battle the whole way through.
Yeah, in part because of injuries. I mean, the Rockets did well to come in 2nd in the West, but it was because they took care of the so-called easy games. 33 wins in the conference, but a record of 12-16 against the other playoff teams out West.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
1:03 left in the first half. Over to the left wing. That doesn't go either for Lawson. And here's Golden State. They're on a 16-5 run here. Here's Livingston, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen away. And it's the Warriors on the break. Barnes got the ball, and the call will be against Ty Lawson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Green in for Festus Ezeli. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. That is on Ty Lawson. The Warriors have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Green, no luck.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And the...
Thank you, Ken.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Golden State had some issues in the first quarter. They were sleepwalking their way. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
We've seen James Harden playing a good game here. He's got 13 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Here's Green. No good. So Houston will take it the other way. It's Harden with the drive. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Harden's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
You remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft, and Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And, you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
And it's Green, missing.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Kept alive. Here's Harden. Another shot. He lays it in. Harden's got 17 now.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Well, for James Harden, with his incredible regular season last year, Clark, you knew he was in for a great postseason as well.
And it was a bit of a roller coaster for him in the playoff run. I mean, he could vanish one game, but then explode for 40 in the next.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Houston making some changes. The Warriors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Thompson, and he makes good on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Conference finals, but man, did he have a rough one when they were eliminated by the Warriors.
Thompson misses.
Once he had to change his shot in the face of the D.
And, you know, that tough game for Harden in the conference finals, a dozen turnovers for him, set an NBA record for most turnovers in a playoff game. Not how he wanted to go out, but he showed he can carry a team for stretches during the playoffs.
Here's Beverly. Another miss by Houston. Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. It's Iguodala with the drive. 8 feet away. Another miss by Iguodala.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
And that one's good. Beverly.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
It's tipped, and that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Iguodala draws the double. Barbosa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. And the call will be against Sean Livingston.
Putting you in.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Ezeli's checked in for Jason Thompson. On its way from Thornton for 2. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got his 3rd rebound on the night. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Which one? On its way from Barbosa for 2. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And now here comes Jones. In the break.
I'm putting you in. Let's go.
Warriors trail by 3. The pass to Ezeli. Barbosa for 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Offensive rebound. Another shot. Outside for Thornton. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Golden State. Ezeli's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Livingston, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Ezeli. Green comes in for Maurice Spates. Barnes, who's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. He signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get it.
Here's Brewer. Rebounded by Bogut.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Barnes against Thornton. Latrey. Right wing. Beverly wide open. They grab their own miss. But 3. No good. And Golden State will come the other way. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Green. Thompson dishes to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry outside. The Rockets pull it in.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
Yeah, I don't know, though, Clark. That defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those in the past.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Warriors have shot 6 of 7 at the line. No good on that one. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Lawson drives in. Step back on that one and let it fly. Lawson's got 4 points in the quarter.
As a defender, you always have to stay on your man's hip. If you don't, that's what's going to happen.
Curry gets the bucket. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fights.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Warriors ahead, up by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Modi Eunice and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Lawson in at the point guard position. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Back to Curry. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Harden. Here's Ariza. The shot no good. The Warriors go the other way. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. Rebounded by Ty Lawson. Lawson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The Rockets trail. A shot by Harden, wide open. No good on the 3. It's tipped. Howard with the steal. And it's sent back by Bogut. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Outside, Green. Bogut down low. Working on Moni Eunice. Nice shot by Bogut. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. The offensive rebound. Lawson the pass to Harden. Back to Lawson. A second chance effort. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lead.
And he gets it to go.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Montezumas with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
And the gap's narrowing right now, Clark. Every second from here on out counts. Neither team can afford to make mistakes. You've got to manage the clock and play smart.
There is just no way, Clark, to tell who is going to pull this one out.
You know what, Kevin? I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to one crucial key play.
Clark, that's a great point. When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Here's Iguodala, and it's blocked. Stolen by Thompson. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Ariza. It's stolen by Curry. On up the court. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. 20 points for Steph Curry.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
And it's sent back by Howard. Goes back up. Curry with another miss. Houston in the lead. Lawson right side. Jacks up a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got 5 rebounds tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
And, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Timeout called the Warriors. They're losing by 4. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Thompson comes in for Green. Brandon Rush is checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. Lawson kicks to Harden. Again, the miss by Harden. Warriors trail by 4. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
On the inbound.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw. Courtesy of Kia. Azili gets the bucket.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Harden gets to Monteunus. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a two-possession game.
Azili dishes to Thompson. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
He lobs it up. Yes!
See the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. They're teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep. Well, Ty Lawson in this one, 10 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Got it!
Unbelievable basket. I mean, I've given up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just look those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. Timeout call for Rockets. They're behind by 2. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout called the Rockets. They trail by 3. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
Will it go? Right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up. Timeout called the Warriors. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. McAdoo. Ooh, offline. Here's Ariza. Yes!
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Timeout call for Warriors. What's your take, guys?
Their only chance here is to lob it towards the basket and go for the tip.
Spread the floor and let's get to the rim. Attack immediately. We're going to extend this game by fouling, so we got plenty of time, fellas. No need to rush.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And, Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, congratulations on this win, James. And did you feel like the chemistry tonight with how the team continued to get you the ball made the difference in getting you into your rhythm?
Yeah, just stuck with it. You know, teammates kept encouraging me. I think we kept moving the ball and getting easy shots. They did a great job of looking for me.
It inspires great confidence when your teammates believe in you guys.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love, a player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.